Hi guys, welcome back to PJ's. Today's video we're going to concentrate on how to detect air leaks. I'll show you a quick method how you go about testing for air leaks and things such as those, and I'll be taking off the servo pipe here just to show you what I do, and I will also show you how to test your car base plate for air leaks. Let's take out the servo pipe. It just pulls out of the brake booster there, and at the back there is one screw or clamp that needs to be loosened, and it pulls out over there. There you go, that's your servo pipe. So there you have a better view of your servo pipe, and what you're going to do is you're going to do a physical inspection and you're going to check if there's any cracks in this pipe. That is basically what you're doing. You want to see if there's any cracks in the pipe, and you also want to have a look at these two little, if you can call them, ports. They usually have two green caps on top of them to close up the holes, but in my case the green caps were worn out already, so I made my own little thing here. I put on short little rubbers and I put two screws on top so that the air doesn't come out. So most of the time when you get an air leak, it's through here. Guys, let me tell you, these green caps that go on here, they normally crack, and you drive with them without knowing that you actually have an air leak, and that is why you have it erratic idle and even performance issues. So if you don't have the green caps on, make sure that these are closed up. You know, it's just two rubber hoses with two screws on top. And on the other model Golfs, you will find that these little ports here, they connect to somewhere on the engine. Like sometimes they connect to behind the booster. It's a long pipe that will flow from here to the booster, or this one will go from here to the carburetor. But in my case it doesn't need that, so that is why this is blocked off. There was initially two green caps here, but as I said, my green caps is worn out, so I put on rubber ones. So just check if yours has rubber hoses connected to somewhere, or if it just has to be blocked off. If you see only the green caps, and then block off these holes securely. And then when it comes to this rubber portion which goes into the manifold here, this also wears out, and you will also find little fine tears in here, and that will also give you an air leak. So what you need to do is you need to check this thoroughly, and if there's cracks in there, then you just replace this portion here. It's just a rubber piece which attaches onto the actual plastic pipe. Inside here is a one-way valve, which I'll explain. And to check if your valve is in a good working order, all you need to do is to blow down here and the air will come out that side. But if you suck on that section there, you shouldn't be able to suck any air there, and air should not be able to flow through here if you blow in here, because this is a one-way valve. As I said, air should only go one way. But I just want to point out that the servo pipes on the other model Mark 1s, they look a bit different to this, like on the fuel injection ones, and I think on some of the carburetor ones, some of them look different to this. I think they're a little bit longer and they got a different type of curve, but generally it serves the same purpose. And now when it comes to the base plate, mix yourself some soapy water, as in this bottle here which I've used. Any bottle that you can have a squirting action, mix some of it even into a perfume bottle, and then squirt it liberally over this section here of the base plate, yeah, right around. And what you're actually looking for is, as you squirt that soapy water over here while the engine is idling, you will pick up that the engine will fluctuate, it will dip, and if it does that, then you know that there's a leak somewhere around here on your base plate, and that is an area that you need to check. And then also you can spray that soapy water around the intake manifold gasket, because it is also possible that you can have a leak there because of the gasket, or maybe the Allen key nuts that have not been tightened correctly. So there you go guys, those are the basic areas where you actually check for air leaks, and I hope that this has helped you guys. And as usual, I've put up a link there with some more Mark 1 related stuff for you guys to go and look at. Cheers guys.